Hey traders, welcome to another video from GTraderPro. We're looking at the MES here from Friday's action. We can see that during London we have nothing but sideways movement. Then we have this little spike up and a spike down. We come further up, we hit this top, then hit this bottom and end up finishing around here. Now, looking at the chart, how could we possibly tell where the market's going to go to? Well, really simple. Let us put on GTraderPro's indicator ultra, and it's going to play some levels on the chart. So I've got another tab open here. I'm just going to show you that. Now look how remarkable ultra actually shows the levels, where the tops, where the bottoms, where everything is. And the key part of this is where it starts. We can see going into London here, we've started at these. We call these the pre-New York levels, these inner lines. And these are the ones that we tend to trade during London. So pre-London, we get this move up from our pivots up to our main central pivot line right here, which is the yellow line. And we see what's basically happened is we've gone sideways. Looking at that, you're thinking, well, how would you trade it? Well, it's very difficult to trade if it's only moving sideways, but there is a couple of ways. If we want to put just a simple box, now I'm talking about some very basic trading here. We're just going to put this little box along here and we're looking for a breakout of the top and the bottom. We can also, if we really wanted to, add a little ray. And remember, every time we get a new high that breaks the pivot but then goes below it, we then want to move that to the next high. Very simple, very basic trade. So we get a breakout here above the actual ray. We then break above our central pivot, and then we have this lovely move right up to our inner New York lines. And look how perfect that is. Misses by just a couple of ticks. We fail at this level, then we come back down, we retest the mid pivot, and then we get this move down here. Now, this is a really important move. What is so important about this is that it failed to reach our selling levels. Now, really, these are buying levels. We'd want to buy from here, but it's shown here as red. What is so important about this? Well, if we just put a little ellipse on this, we failed at this level. If we fail at this level, then price is going to want to go up and take out and test the level above. Not always take out, but definitely test it. We can see here straight away we didn't have the strength to come back. We're looking left here of what's happened. We can't make it past this lower point or even our pivots. So price moves back up all the way to the midline, then takes us up to our pre-New York levels and then above. Now, if you notice here, we've got two lines. These two lines, because they are closer together, is telling us at this time during our London session, we are going to have a squeeze, and look exactly what was happening. So we knew that as soon as we placed the indicator on the chart. We then get to New York, and we can see at New York, it didn't want to go any lower. That was our first signal. Price then moved up to the mid pivot, moved up to our pre-New York level lines and retested. Look how that bar on the 5-minute retested these exact lines. We then break through the lines. If we break through, we know where we're going. We're going to test the next lines, and look how it did it there. Came back, tested the pre-New York levels as well, and look what it was looking for. We're just looking left. It tested here. It couldn't close below. It went back up. It's the only place for it to go. It retested the level. It's done it again. Retested the lower level. At this point, we've now got two failures at this level, and look what happens. Price bounces up, reaches our outer levels, and then just fails at this level. Now, there's a million reasons why we would have been short at these different levels here, but that is different for those who have taken paid training in our Discord channel. But for the basic ways to trade this, you can see we get a breakout, we move up, and we can use simple trend lines or any easy way. But if we fail at one level, we're going to be going down to the next level or up to the next level. Once we get up to here, we can see there's actually more lines above. Now, these purple lines are really showing us that if we get a trend day, these are the minimum that they're going to go to. But we didn't get a trend day. We had an inside day again, where prices basically gone up and came back down again, which is typical of the market. Once we do get a sell-off though, and we start retesting, we can see we tested the line again here, we went below it and we retested. When we go below a line and retest it, that is a perfect place to do a sell. Now we would have had sell limits placed here because we have retested it, and then we've came down to our pre-New York lines, which were hit perfectly, straight back down to our mid pivot. We've came back up to try and retest this level. Now notice here that we failed it. When we fail to get to that level, it means it's going to go short again. So what did it do? Came back to our midline pivot, powered down through our pre-New York level, retested it from the underside, which was the same if we look left here, and then went down to the next level, tried to get back up, failed, give us another reason to go short, and then came down and eventually failed at this level and started going back up again. That is the power of Ultra. Now there are lines that are missing on this indicator, which only those who have been trained will actually get to see them. And those levels give us a whole new in-depth look at the market at certain times of the day. These are the levels that you're going to start off with, and look how powerful they are on MES. So that's Ultra. That's our Ultra indicator. Come and join us on Discord to find more about it. Have a chat with everybody in the room. Have a look at the videos. We post free videos every single week on market and market structure, where we think price is going to go to and the reasons behind it, by Gil, who is our pro trader. But again, we'll produce more and more of these videos just to show you the absolute power of the Ultra indicator.